that's what I do.
Right, Scotchy, off the pitch here at Parkside after meeting Grace. How was it?
Yeah, good. Yeah, no, it's nice to get another win and 3 points. Obviously, they're always tricky games, aren't they? When they're derby games against good Grace side. Always tricky when they're around this Christmas period because you're never sure how players can react or prepare and out of routine normally, isn't it? So it's not your normal training weeks and stuff like that. So, but I thought the boys were disciplined, a little bit disappointed. I thought we had some good chances and probably could have scored a couple more, made it a little bit easier for us near the end. But also pleased with how we defended and see it out. And that was something probably earlier in the season we might not have done. So that was pleasing.
Yeah, I think it was fairly even throughout the game, but we had more chances.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we had 2 good chances first half that we've blazed over the bar. I've had a couple of corners which I feel we dealt with pretty well. And in the second half I think we had a few counter attacks late on, but Alex had quite a couple of chances where we slid people in and others where we should have maybe slid people in and we've decided to shoot. So that's something we can improve on. I think we get the 3rd goal. I think we were on top and the 2nd goal was coming. And then I just think we had a little bit of a wobble, and credit to them, they sort of come back at us a little bit. But like I said earlier, I think we held firm and see it out and worthy of the win in the end.
Yeah, and do you think there's a penalty with the Acropolis?
Yeah, I think so. I think you give some, you get some. You're probably disappointed if it's against you, and you're pleased if it's for you. And I think Alex is clever. He sees a gap and he puts the ball through, and then he tries to get his body through there. And I think most referees say, they're looking for it, but I wouldn't enjoy scenario. I think that's what you do as a forward, and you try and attack and get the gap. And I definitely think there was contact in there. He gave a foul quite soon after that, which was similar sort of contact as well. And so I think you win some, you lose some out the course of the season. But for me, I think it probably could have been a penalty, but obviously it didn't matter in the end. Yeah,
and Connor Witherspoon?
Yeah, good. Yeah. I felt it was the right time for Connor to come back in today. Obviously, he come back in for Oscar. Oscar's been brilliant for us and really well. And you have to make these decisions. I just felt we needed maybe that club captain today in a derby game that's going to be quite physical to start with and quite hair and scare him in the first sort of 25 minutes until it settled down. And so I was pleased to have Connor back, and obviously the quicker we can get him up to full fitness, the more important he's going to be for the group and the team. And then Oscar come in and done brilliant for 25 minutes when he come on and done his job as well. And we've got competition for places within the squad. I think you look at the squad, got a couple missing today that we left out, which was the first time. People are under pressure to perform, and I think that's what you need if you want to be successful. And as long as they have to enjoy that pressure a little bit, I think, and be part of it and realise why we need that, because obviously current terms with COVID and stuff like that could lose someone at any moment. So I think the squad looks strong. I think to have a good 16 out there today and a couple to come into that if needed, we're in a good place.
Yeah, and you just mentioned Withers being back as club captain, but today we went through 3 captains.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, the armband got moved around a little bit.
Just shows how much the boys are together, and
I think
you could choose any of them, really.
I think so, yeah, definitely. I always think you need leaders on the pitch, don't you? And you can be a different type of leader, and I suppose Alex is a different leader to Connor, and Gibbo, who took it towards the end, is a different leader to Connor and Alex as well. And I think we're quite young as a team. I think you look across the team, there's a bit of a mix of ages, but we're quite young in certain areas. I think centre half today quite young as a pairing, and the back 4. You need leaders, you need people to step up, and you need characters, and I think we showed that today. And to see it out when we could have quite easily maybe folded towards the end under a little bit of pressure, we didn't, and we defended anything they threw at us. And I don't think Dave Hughes had to really make a save.
No, I think he only touched the ball once in the second half, and he got told to hurry up.
Exactly, yeah, definitely. So I think that shows a good team if you can see games out like that. And ideally, we'd like to have took our chances and been a couple more goals ahead. That'd have been nice, but can't have it always.
Yeah, you just mentioned Gibbo being one of the captains that played today.
Yeah.
Throughout the game, you could just hear him the whole way through.
Yeah.
Do you think it's been tough for him having different centre back partners this year?
Yeah. I think it's something you have to get used to, don't you? Like I said, this current climate, you could lose someone at any moment, so other people have to step in, and we're quite clear with our principles and what we expect from people and what we ask them to do in specific positions, and they know that. So I think you'd always find someone else coming in with them would always do quite well. So it doesn't really disrupt. Might be a different name on the team sheet, but the principles stay the same. So that's important. I think players have to Gibbo can play both sides. I think Scotty can play both sides. And I think Rob Stratton's been excellent in the 2 games that he's come in as well. So we're going to need that competition. We're going to need them bodies if we're going to be successful, because you want your strongest team and the strongest number of players you can get on the pitch at at any time really. So gives me a few problems, and I have to make tough decisions. But that's why I'm the manager.
Perfect, Scotty. Thanks for your time.
Lovely, brilliant. Cheers, guys. Thank you.